inherent powers of the High Court are contained in which section of CRPC? Now, firstly, the question itself needs to be remolded, because if the powers are inherent, then they cannot be contained in any section of CRPC. If a provision of CRPC gives these powers, then they are not inherent powers, then they are given by the CRPC. The very expression inherent powers of the High Court indicates that these powers are not given by any provision of law, these are inherent. With that observation, we now move on to the relevant provision of CRPC, which deals with, in some way or the other, it deals with the inherent powers of the High Court. The concerned section is 482. This section only says that any provision of CRPC shall not limit or affect the inherent powers of the High Court. So those powers are inherent, they are not given by anybody. 482 only emphasizes that these inherent powers cannot be limited or affected by any provision of CRPC. Of course, in the later part of this provision, we find that these inherent powers of the High Court must relate to prevention of abuse of the process of court. They must relate to securing the ends of justice, and these inherent powers should relate to giving effect to any order under CRPC. So in a way, there is some mention of the kind of powers which are termed as inherent, and on the other side, the same section says that CRPC shall not limit or affect the inherent powers of the High Court. In any case, the answer is section 482. That is the only section which makes a mention of the inherent powers of the High Court.